Hi YouTube. I wanted to talk about twin flames, but I don't really know where to begin. I am a twin flame. I first met my twin flame in high school, and I didn't know it was him though. There was like a mutual attraction, but I didn't expect that to be him. He was just a nice guy. I thought he was handsome. I was just attracted to him, and he was attracted to me. We would smile and wave at each other all the time, and I just thought of him as a friend. And there was one person I had always been in love with, and we had a chance to reunite in our 30s, and he awakened something within me so much that I didn't understand what was happening to me, and I thought he was my twin flame. Now, this guy I've been knowing since I was 5 years old, and I had always been in love with him, but I didn't stumble onto the term twin flames until we met up again in our 30s, and he caused me, my world turned upside down after meeting him, and it caused me to look into researching what I was going through, because I always fall in love. I'm a Libra. I love relationships. I love romance. So I'm always falling in love, but this was like completely different. But I think during research, what I found out was that he was a catalyst and caused a Kundalini awakening within me. But I know shortly after me and him rekindled our friendship from childhood, I started seeing noticing 11s everywhere. Then it turned to 1111. Then I would see other number frequencies, 333s. And those were the two numbers that I saw the most when we first began talking. Anyway, things didn't work out between us, of course. This is the catalyst that I thought was my twin flame, or what people call a false twin flame. And all the while, my friend from high school, we reunited like about a month, really after a month after me and the first guy reunited. I know this sounds confusing. I wrote a book about it. If you ever want to purchase it, you can read it, and breaks it down in the book. But anyway, I reunited with both of them in my 30s, about a month apart from each other. And the guy from high school was always trying to talk to me, but I was too much into the other guy at first. And finally, when I did decide to give him a chance, things took off so fast. This was after I went through all the heartache and heartbreak. It took me about a year to get over the first guy that I thought was my twin flame. And but I recognized my twin flame from high school immediately, the minute that I gave the relationship a chance. Everything was beautiful. And then the problems started coming up, and eventually things didn't work out, and that's where I'm at now, in the separation phase. I have spirit guides that I know people would think is crazy, but I have spirit guides that kind of alert me and keep me on track of the relationship. And what they do is flicker the lights in my room. I don't know if you can see it from here. That light, they always start to flicker it when they want my attention. And I use my tarot cards to communicate, to see what type of messages they're communicating with me. And it's usually really accurate. But usually when they flicker the lights, it's never really for anything else except to tell me some information about the relationship or guidance on what's going on, or just to help me to understand what's going on. And my lights never used to flicker before this whole ordeal. I mean, it's just so many weird spiritual things that has happened that I don't even really know how to discuss it in this video. Like, if you want to ask me questions in the comments below, I will answer whatever questions you have. But this whole experience has been just bizarre. I went through a very deep depression, and I've come out of that recently, and I'm just now okay with not being with my twin. It's okay. But I am at the point where I don't want to be with anyone else. And even whether it doesn't matter if we end up together or not, I have no desire to be with anyone else, because he triggered something so emotional within me that I feel like I don't need to look for it through anyone else anymore. And I'm sorry that I feel myself getting emotional on this video. So sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I have, through him, I learned how to love myself. I learned that he was nothing but a mirror of myself. And I guess there are more things to learn. I would love to be with him, but I understand that it's not time, or else we would be together. And I guess, I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of wondering, what do I do now? What do I do? And there's a million Twinflame videos out on YouTube, and I don't know what difference it makes with me putting one out there, but you know, everyone has a different story. So if you're watching this, this means I decided to put it up on YouTube. And if you have questions, just please let me know, because I feel like all that I can do now is maybe be support for other people. We need to all support each other. So everybody's always curious about, well, what happened in your situation? What happened in your situation? So I mean, that at this point, just put me into the mix as one of the people who you can come to see what's going on, or what happened, you know. So yeah, we don't talk anymore. We text every now and then. I haven't seen him in about 9 months, and I think part of the thing that I'm going through now with him, or not with him, within myself, is I feel like I face my darkest fear, which is being alone. Like, I always feared being alone, and I don't fear that anymore. I'm a single mother, but even though I'm a single mother, people would always say, you know, spend time with your children, love your children, which I already did. But there is just a different type of love that you have in a partner than you do for your children. And so I always wanted that partner, that romance, that guy. And you know, I'm okay. Like I said, I'm at a point now where I'm like, I'm okay. I don't have to have that, which is huge for me, because since I was a little girl, like all I could focus on was marriage, not the wedding, just being married, having a partner. I never got caught up into like, oh, the wedding gown and the bridesmaids and all of that. I never got caught up into that. I just always wanted my partner. I knew I was supposed to be with somebody since childhood. And I feel like I've been searching for my soulmate all of my life. All of my life. I felt like that was why I was put on this earth, is to find my soulmate. And I guess in a sense is true. I mean, I came looking for my twin, but didn't know it at the time. That's what I guess I've been looking for. And I found him. And what we had, although it was brief, we were together, I guess maybe 6 months before things are always up and down between us, but I guess the cutoff limit for him, I should say, because I was in it for the long haul no matter what. But, you know, I guess he's the runner. He left and, or gave up on us, said that he couldn't take all the breakups over and over again. And so, you know, so I haven't seen him in like 6 months. He'll respond to my texts. Like, he's called me on his own without me having to text him or anything, maybe only about twice. And at first I would send him text messages every month. Just to, I don't know, I just didn't want him to think that I had given up, even if he had. And then I got to a point where it's like, you know what, I don't have to do that anymore. But it's like every time I decide to completely cut him off, like that's when the universe starts talking to me. The numbers increase. Synchronicities. I met a guy that I was going to give a chance to, you know, get to know. Turns out the guy knows him. They went to school together. We all went to school together in high school. And it was so weird. I was like, really? Out of all the people, you know. So I didn't want to talk to the guy. I just thought it was weird, the fact that I knew him. And my personal thoughts on it is that I feel like the universe wanted to send me a reminder not to give up some kind of way, like to trigger my memory, my thoughts about my twin. And so I let the guy go. You know, I knew it wasn't going to last, because ever since I've been with my twin, it feels like nothing else will suffice. So if I can't have my twin, then I don't want to be with anyone. And yeah, I don't know. I hope this video isn't getting too long. I don't know what else to say. You know, you guys, if you have any questions for me, just let me know. And I hope the sound isn't bad. I'm trying to talk louder and whatever, but yeah. So yeah, I sent a text to my twin yesterday and that was the longest. I think I went like 6 weeks without saying anything to him, which was big for me. So something pressed me last night to just send that text message to him, just to simply tell him that I loved him. And you know, that was it, just to wish him a blessed day and that I loved him. And that's what I was going to say. I think part of what I'm trying to learn now is faith, maybe. Like, because like I said, I faced my biggest nightmare of being alone, which I'm not afraid of being alone anymore. I'm not afraid of losing him. Like, if he never comes back, it's okay. It'll hurt, but it's okay. And I think maybe now I just need to learn how to have faith and not to deny what we are, because I think a lot of times I try to deny that he's my twin, because it doesn't make sense when you explain it to other people. They don't get you. And it's like, no one will get it unless they have gone through this. People will constantly say, oh, you'll meet somebody else, or let them go. And I mean, I even tell that to myself. But I think, because I would say, well, you know what, I'll be with somebody else. But I think that it's okay not to be with anybody else. I think I just need to admit that I met my twin, and all this weird spiritual stuff has been happening to me, and I'm not crazy. It's like I have to constantly convince myself that I'm not crazy. Because it is bizarre. And I know they say you shouldn't feel like you've been chosen, you know, but I do feel like that. I don't know how not to feel like that when nobody knows what you're going through, when everybody is like, I've never seen these synchronicities, and it doesn't seem unique to me, but when it's happening to you, it's very unique. It's very bizarre. It's very unusual. And you know that there's messages coming at you, and that you're kind of more in direct contact with your spirit guides. For whatever reason, I don't know why. They say, I guess I'm still learning about some of everything, but that you volunteered for this mission. So maybe everybody knows this in the spiritual realm, and they're just like trying to help me constantly being in my cheering corner, you know, trying to help me push on, you know. But it's just weird trying not to feel like you're special, or, you know, because it's unusual. But anyway, I hope this video has been informative, and if you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments section. I don't know if this will be my last video, my first and my last, but we'll see. Thanks for watching.